What I speak about at meetings depends on what's going on in the world, and in our world of meetings, I like to incorporate what's happening in the outside world and how that impacts our meetings. The economy obviously was an issue. Trends that are going on in our industry, particularly ones that are financial, that are going to impact the budgets of meetings. Those are things that I typically talk about. I also do lots of strategic planning, facilitation, management, that sort of thing for boards of directors for companies and for organizations that want to hear more about what's the latest and greatest on how to think more strategically and how to approach business more specifically. I started in the meetings industry about 20 years ago, and at that time you didn't go to school to learn. You learned on the ground. Anybody you talked to fell into it. Very few people actually knew what meetings and events were and who was planning them. So you did a lot of individual education to teach yourself how to do events. We didn't have the technology we have today. And even today, that technology is changing so quickly that it becomes imperative that you keep up on what's going on in the world, or else you're going to get left behind. Let's face it, we talk about meetings becoming more global. Every time you turn around, there's a new latest and greatest in technology that's being integrated into meetings. And I just think it's ever changing, and it's interesting to see or to even think about what might be the next great innovation. My dream event probably used to be TED, but I'm thinking the dream event that I would like to speak at hasn't happened yet. Because I think that when you look at what's going on, everybody is imitating a TED conference, everybody is imitating this, that, or the other thing. I would like to do something really innovative in meetings that really hasn't been done before. I don't know what that is yet. It just hasn't been created. I read about 7 books at one time. Depends on whether I want the deep thinking kind of thing, the strategy, the Harvard Business Review type magazines. But I also read a lot for pleasure, and because I travel so much, I'm a Kindle user or a Kindle junkie. And I've really gotten hooked on Lee Child's Jack Reacher novels. So I'm really into reading those. I believe that people who don't attend meetings like this are missing out on the opportunity not only to learn, but to meet new people, to interact with new people, and to broaden their perspectives by virtue of coming to a meeting like this.